Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Dan with Theta Trend. Today is Thursday, July 17th, 2014. Uh, it's about 5 o'clock a.m. here, Mountain Time, and so we're 2.5 hours or so before the market opens. What we're going to do this morning is we're going to take a look at the SPX. That's what we're taking a look at here right now, and talk about the potential trade for the weekly Theta system, which sells a weekly vertical spread. So, yesterday we had this close up here around 1981.57, and we have our average true range trailing stop is still in a long state, so we're still looking at a valid trade here. The standard deviation offset is around 1973, and I can tell you for a fact this morning that futures are trading a lot lower, and we're definitely within that standard deviation offset. So let's just hop over here real fast. So we had a close at 1981, and right now the ES futures are trading off 12 points. When I started recording this, or when I started writing the post, we were only off about 7 points. So we've moved lower since then. So it could be sort of a red morning. I guess we'll see what happens. And it's going to be really important today to just see how the market opens up in the first half hour to hour or so, if we trade lower or if we trade higher, because that will influence where we get filled and also how comfortable I am with the trade. So let's go over and take a look at, oh, sorry about that. Let's go take a look at the intraday chart. So what we're looking at now is an intraday. This is a 65-minute chart of the SPX, and so each one of these bars represents 65 minutes. This is our close here yesterday, up around 1981. I have this little note here that says short-term double top forming, and I don't know. We won't know until after the fact, but we did have this push higher up here to all-time highs at 1985.59, and then we're sort of drifting higher right now with much less force or momentum, and so I don't know if this move will fail. Really, a break down below this 1960 level is probably going to be very bad for us and for the trade. This morning we're trading, say, somewhere in the neighborhood of 1970, something down in here, and that does violate this higher low, really. So we have the potential to move down to 1960. The question is whether or not this level is going to hold. And on the daily chart, our average true range trailing stop is down here around 1949. So I just have this gray shaded area to represent the 1950 level or so. But if we get a close below this level, we need to get out of the trade. So let's hop over to the Analyze tab and see what we might be able to sell. So this first vertical is based on yesterday's closing prices. Well, I guess they all are. But this one is based on if we were trading around the open yesterday. And that would allow us to sell a 1930-1920 spread for about 45 cents. And to get filled on that, it looks like we need to trade down, a little bit below 1980, but we're quite a bit lower than that. And so when we were 7 points lower, I started looking to say, okay, what might we be able to get? And that looked sort of like the 1920, 1910 for 45 cents. So if I move here to the break even, that's somewhere down around 1972 and a half. So if price is trading here at 1970-ish, this is something we might be able to get filled on. If we trade even lower in the first half hour of the day, we may be able to move down, say, to the 1915 level or even the 1910. We'll just have to see what happens. But the important levels to watch, I think, this week are going to be the 1960 level. If we break below that again, and this has been an important level for a couple of weeks. Last week we were able to get filled down in here somewhere, basically. And then price traded higher, a little lower, and then popped a lot higher. And so it made the trade go pretty smoothly, really. But if we trade down to this 1960 level, break below that, down to the 1950 level, we're going to be taking a little bit of pressure on the trade, and we'll just see how it all plays out. But at any rate, I hope that helps. Have a great week, and if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email, info@thetatrend.com. Thanks.